All right, hello everybody, it's Travis T here, and today we are playing Unturned. This is a zombie apocalypse survival game where we will basically scavenge, loot, and craft our way to survival. So on the bottom left, we do have, some stats that we need to keep in mind. So there's, obviously food, hydration, looks like radiation, stamina, and then of course, the top is going to be our health. I'm not sure what the bottom left is. That could just be oxygen. So maybe when we're underwater, that will go down. I have played a little bit of this game just to kind of get used to the controls because it's surprisingly really in depth. I wasn't expecting so much. I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? I didn't realize how intricate the game was actually going to be. We do have quite a bit of skills that we're able to choose from. There is a crafting menu, which will populate items we can craft once we're actually able to, or once we get some materials and resources. And yeah, somebody had suggested this on one of my Surround Dead videos, and I thought I'd give it a shot. The graphics kind of threw me off a little bit. I have played this game, gosh, probably like 7 years ago when it first came out, and I haven't really thought about it since. But I do need to be pretty cautious, though. If you've watched my Surround Dead videos, which kind of has a similar vibe, I would say, I'm able to run in and rush these things pretty easily. As you can see, that one zombie I went against got me down to about 60 health. These zombies are no joke. They will tear you up pretty quick if you don't have some weapons. A master key. I haven't seen that before, so hope we can find some way to use that. So yeah, I do need to make sure I'm taking my time and not rushing into basically a death trap. We got a flashlight, another hockey stick. I'll just pick up everything for now. We will want to probably disassemble a lot of what I'm picking up. A backpack would be good to find as well, so we can make sure we are able to carry as much loot as possible. Let's see, how are we doing? There's a diner over there. There was a car over there. Doesn't look like it's going to be operable. So let's, man, there's so many zombies here. I might avoid this area because I don't think I'm going to last very long. We'll go on the outskirts of it and see if we have maybe some better luck finding an area that's maybe less populated. So yeah, at least we have a weapon now, so we're able to at least kind of slow things down a little bit more when we're attacking them. Let me get rid of some of these things. So I don't need all these hockey sticks. So we'll salvage that. Get some metal scraps out of that. Perfect. Let's go ahead and switch this out with that. It does have better quality. So we'll salvage this as well. And, that shotgun's probably not going to last very long. I might salvage it, but we'll hold on to it for now. I did get some 12 gauge bullets for it, so I'm not really too worried about food right now, but we'll pick it up. Most of this is low quality, so the food quality, the lower it is, it looks like you have a higher chance of getting some sort of foodborne illness, so that's something we'll have to keep in mind as well. Right. Yeah, like I said, this is a free-to-play game. It's really pretty cool game, though. I'm actually surprised it's free-to-play. I don't know if there's paywalls or anything the further we get into it. One thing I'd like to do is start building a base at some point. I do need to get enough cloth scraps to build a bedroll. That will be really helpful. Once we die, we do have to respawn randomly in the world, and we drop all of our loot. So it would be nice to have somewhat of a spawn point, and I'd really like to find a car. I don't know. I'm not going to mess with that area. Try to avoid the crawler, see if he continues to follow me, or at least for how long. Looks like that might be like a school of some sort. And we'll see what this room is. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this guy because he's just going to continue to follow me until I take care of him. Okay. Wonder what this is here. Those guys, I've realized, are like gorillas. They're not too tough. They're just fast. That's the only problem. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what's in these. $10 note. I'm not sure what we use the money for. A loony. I'm not sure about that either. So maybe there's shops and things that we can purchase items from. A bottle of cola. I'm going to try to avoid picking up any of the low quality items. Really wasn't much in here either. So, little playground. Well, backpack. That is perfect. We're able to hold a little bit more. Let's see. We got a school over here. Not sure if we'll find much in there, but we'll take a look. Like I said, I would like to find some clothes so I can start finding or making scrap of cloth. How many backpacks can I put? We'll take a look at my inventory here when I'm a little bit more. Oh, shit. Man, these guys are terrifying. They really kind of come out of nowhere. I'm not sure how many I'm assuming it's probably just one backpack, but looks like a little safe spot to hold off. So let's see what we got. So yeah, we can't hold many more. So these are day packs. Day pack. Okay, so I'll scrap these. Oh, yep, salvage. We got some cloth here. So if we jump to our crafting menu, now we're able to kind of see some of the things we're able to build in this game. And there are quite a lot. We have all these different categories that we're able to choose from as far as barricades, structures. We can repair items as well. There is like wires and things. So I believe there is electricity that we're able to work with. I'm just assuming there is, since there is that option under the crafting menu. Now we've got a donut shop. I'm not really worried about food, of course. Man, I got to be careful because I'm going to die if I don't take my time. Getting a little overconfident here. We'll check this building and maybe get out of this area just for now. Duffel bag. I haven't seen one of those. I wonder if that has more inventory space than what I'm currently carrying. So this is 7x4. And what I'm currently carrying, how do I check that? Trying to see. Well, I guess I can look at this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so same space amount, 7x4. So I'm gonna go ahead and salvage that as well. It's low quality anyway. If you guys have played this game before, feel free to leave some comments down below on any tips or suggestions you have, because I am kind of just guessing on where I need to do and what I need. Not really sure where would be a good place to set up a base. It would be nice to find a map so I can at least see where I'd like to set up a base. It'd be nice to kind of see some of the layouts. I'm not sure if there's things like fishing or what have you, but it would be probably a good idea to have some place near water and maybe some resources like this. Are we able to mine things like this? It looks like you would be able to. I'm just seeing these like blocks of stone or iron coming out of it, but let's see. Is there anything else I absolutely... There was a gun store. Well, we got to check that out. Let's see. Where am I at on thirst? Let's go ahead and drink and eat a little bit. We'll eat some of the more low quality items here. We can probably drop that. It's a $10 note, a candy bar. Let's see. So low qualities will hurt immunity. It's 10%. Is that too low of quality? Well, it seemed to be okay. So maybe when it reaches 0, that's when we need to maybe just toss it. Well, I saw a motorcycle over there. I wouldn't mind that. If I can get over here without dying, that would be ideal. There are quite a bit of zombies over by the gun store, though, which is where I'd like to head. A library seems like a spot where you might find a map. Let's take a look. We got binoculars. I'll pick those up. I can always scrap it. I've already got a pair of those. Rake for some reason. I think I have a flashlight. We'll pick that up as well, though, just in case. I don't like checking my inventory when I'm this close to the undead, because they can sneak up on you pretty quickly if you're not careful. Unfortunately, no map, so hopefully that's something we'll find soon. Definitely want to get in this gun store, so let's see. How about this? Let's go ahead and craft a bedroll. Where is the bedroll going to be at? Let's see. This is barricades, furniture, bedroll. Perfect. Craft that, and then we'll go ahead and place this down. That way, if I die, I can just come right back here, and I'm assuming once we die, we're able to hopefully pick up any loot that we've dropped. I also need to check my skill tree as well. Hammer. Not sure if that is just a weapon or if we actually use it for crafting. But I'm going to hold on to everything now. We will definitely want to kind of prioritize setting up a base of some sort. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let me just drag these guys out here so I don't get overwhelmed. Okay. Civilian vest. All right. Just some extra armor. Some of the AI is pretty dumb, so thankfully this one is in that category. All right, what do we got here? Some magazines, always good to have. Not much else going on here, huh? Another magazine, another magazine. Anything else? The magazine up, there's something up there. All right, I want whatever that is. Ace clip, okay. All right. Now I know there was a motorcycle over there. Wonder if I can get over there without dying. Hopefully there's some gas in it so we can drive off with it. Knowing my luck, though, there probably won't be. There's also a ambulance we can pick up as well. Oh, it's just a bicycle. Well, it doesn't require gas, so maybe that's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, yeah, why not? We'll take a nice little stroll. It actually goes a lot faster than I thought. So get out of this town and see if we can find some other point of entrances. Oh, shoot. Dang it. All right, you know what? Screw it. I wanted to pick up my mattress and salvage it, but with all those zombies over there, we'll just build a new one. Not a big deal. Ooh, what's that over there in the distance? So it's like we have a little island. I don't know, some sort of military outpost. Might not be ready for something quite like that. So we'll just continue onward and maybe find some town that's a little bit easier to manage through. Definitely something with, I mean, that hospital probably would have been a good idea back there to get to. Oh, well. Hindsight's 2020. Ooh, I like bridges. Let's go under or tunnels. Let's go under that. Of course, it's blocked off. And there's a lot of zombies, but you know what? I think we can just go over it instead. I mean, the barricade only does so much when you can go off-road. So let's, ooh, okay. Big military outpost here. A lot. So, looks like there really is only one entrance. Maybe the back entrance. I see an opening there, so that might be a better way to get through. So let's head that direction and see if we can be a little bit sneaky with our loot. I don't know if oh geez, I did see that scared me. Did not see him at all. Let's be a little more cautious. These zombies do have a pretty good tendency of blending in with the surroundings, so definitely need to be a little more mindful of where I'm at. I mean, that guy is just really he really wants me. All right, come on, dude. Oh, God. Ah, I died. Damn it. Okay. So the military has a little bit more strength to them. Salvage that. Okay, we'll have to run back there and hopefully pick up the rest of my loot. And maybe just avoid any military outposts for now until I get some better weapons. Okay, got back to my spot. It looks like that's all my loot just laying on the ground. So let's get a little closer here, and that's my bicycle. So hopefully there's just like one backpack I can pick up. Hopefully once I die, I can actually pick up the items I had on me. Damn, and there's a couple of zombies over there. So what might be the smart thing to do is get on my bicycle and kind of move them away from that area, or just kind of be quiet. Okay, there's my stuff. All right. All right, let's put our clothes back on. As much as my character loves being naked, I do not. So let's get a little cautious here. This is probably not the best place to be doing this, but are these on? I can't tell if I'm naked or not. Corduroy pants. Looks like I'm wearing pants. So that's... Oh, I've got double of everything because I restarted. So let's salvage that. Salvage that. Eggs, blah, 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 blah. And we'll go ahead and equip that as well. All right. Yeah, I'm going to avoid that whole area for now. I don't think I am prepared for that because they don't really get any knockback off of those guys, even with the hockey stick. So I think ammunition and guns are going to be what I will need to find to power through that base. So I am excited to see what kind of weapons they have in this game. Obviously just have a shotgun right now, but I'll be curious to see if we have like flamethrowers, just kind of seeing what the different weapon types are. It seems to be pretty creative, at least with the melee weapons. So I'm hoping we can find some cool things to use as rifles and pistols, things like that. Let's see. We got another little outpost over here. I do see. Holy. Oh, not going that way either. All right. We'll avoid that. Let's see if there's anything over here, though. I like this little town area. Looks like I might have a little bit of better luck over here where the zombies aren't quite as difficult. Wow, that is an expensive banana. The economy's been hit hard in this game as well, so we're definitely in the United States here. All right, this guy's not gonna be able to see me at all, so that will be an easy one. Thank you very much. Maybe go ahead and we got some clothes, blah blah blah, house. Maybe go ahead and put down my bedroll here, so I don't forget. Where'd you go? Okay, claim that, and let's get to looting. No, thank you. Jesus, dude. Okay, so for the knockback, it looks like I have to hit them in the head. Jeez, dude. They're really strong. It's really crazy how difficult this game is becoming. I didn't realize it was going to be so tough because it kind of looks like a kid's game. I mean, it kind of has Roblox vibes to it, is what I'm getting at, I guess. But this is pretty tough. Black shirt. I'm going to get all the cloth and stuff. We can craft bandages, I believe, or at least I hope we can. I definitely want to make sure I find a way to make some health items, especially when I'm playing, because we are gonna die a lot. I can already tell. Some more binoculars, hammer. Still no map, so let's go ahead and maybe make some more room in our inventory, because I know we're running low on that. We'll salvage that. We don't need all these. I love that we can just salvage everything. Okay, I'll leave one flashlight. I don't need two of these. So let's salvage that. Perfect. Let's make a little bit more room. I didn't see if we can craft weapons. Once I get a little more settled in, I will kind of dive into the crafting a little bit more. Right now, I think it's just about getting as much items as we can. I think I'm good on... Yeah, I've got 10 cloth. I think I'm okay on cloth right now, so we'll hold off on that. At least until I can build a storage unit of some sort. We still have a whole town to explore here, so don't want to fill up all of my inventory this early on. I might avoid the houses temporarily and see if we can maybe find some bigger spot. All right, you guys can just climb out windows. Fantastic. Love that. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Okay, okay, okay. One at a time. Whew. So yeah, definitely you want to hit them in the head, which is kind of cool. So you can't just hit them and spam the key because they will creep up on you pretty quick. Oh, let's go ahead and get rid of some of our binoculars. We have too many of these. Salvage that. Yeah, we're going to be running out of space here. I guess I have space down here as well. And a fedora, which I definitely want to not have on, but whatever. Okay. Let's see. We got a pizza shop. We've got clothes. Another. Oh, I thought it was bookstore. Bank. But actually, that was the area we just cleared out. Let's check the bank, see if there's anything good in here. There seems to be some currency. A paintball gun. Interesting. All right. Whoa, dude. Man, they're quick. Aw. Sorry, pig. Do I get anything from that? Oh, I just killed you for nothing. Sorry, bro. Baklava. Not really worried about a bandana. What do we got here? Yellow baklava. All right. Oh, yes. I see missing power source. So there is electricity. A good amount of resources in here, but no map yet. Is that a map? Nope. Okay, we got a whole bunch going on over there. More clothes. Another bike, though, so maybe I'll just run away with that one if I need to. We'll check the post office in these last few houses. Jeez. And maybe go ahead and try to find a good place to set up base. I'm not going to hold out for a map just yet. And a lot of supplies, so I'm not sure what supplies are useful for us just yet. Again, just kind of picking up everything that I see right now. And we can manage our inventory as needed once we get a good little stopping point. I'm sure it'll be nightfall here before too long, so I don't want to be out here past dark. This is catching my eye, this building. It could just be a school or some sort, but the kayak makes me think I might find some good outdoorsy items here. So maybe a map in here. Oh, khaki shorts. Lovely. We are officially out of space. I mean, that was a pretty big item, so maybe that's why. Eggs. Yeah, we are out of space. So let's go ahead. Where am I at? Let's go ahead and eat some stuff here. So that puts us up to 83%. Let's go ahead and max out if we can. That's close enough. Let's go ahead and drink juice. 82%, 81%, 91. Okay, good enough. Take those eggs. Oh, nope, still don't have the space, huh? Bread. Okay, maybe it's a good time to just go ahead and get out of this area here and see if we can find a good place to set up camp. I do have my bed roll over there, so I do want to get back and get that just so I don't have to build a new one and waste that cloth for no reason. Make sure there's nothing else I want along the way. I think we checked that building. We definitely checked this one pretty thoroughly. Let's get my bedroll. Hopefully I probably won't have space for it. Let's go ahead and drop these. I just need 2 spaces, I think, for the bed. Perfect. Okay, so we do know there's a military outpost here. Looks like there's quite a bit over here. So it might be a good idea to kind of get up here, maybe set up a little base area. I like the God Rays a lot. It's really pretty game for being, kind of more on the simple side for graphics. Wherever I build, I do want to make sure it's flat, though. I don't want to have to worry about any weird clipping issues if we're going to be doing foundations and things. Maybe a place nearby water. I'm not sure, again, if we're able to fish or not, but it would be nice to have a steady source of food. So, and I know there's also the ability to plant in this game as well, or I should say farm. So, having flat land to farm would be great. It'd be nice if we could just like get rid of everything on that island over there and kind of build on an island. And maybe there's an island out here somewhere. We'll just kind of have to keep an eye out. So I'll kind of scavenge around, see if I can find a good place to stop, and see if we can maybe get some storage units built. I don't know if I'm going to get to base building. That might be its own whole episode, because I imagine it'll probably take a bit of resource in order to build what I'd like. So, yep, we'll just kind of drive on through, just like it's just some farm and silo area. So I'm not really too worried about that just yet. And once we find a good place to stop, we'll kind of go from there. Okay, you know what? I think this is just a good place to get a starter base. There's actually quite a bit of little towns over here, and it is a flat area. As long as I can remember where I'm at, that's the important part. So I think if I can remember this farm and this little bridge here, maybe just do something, maybe put my bedroll right here on the side, just so I make sure I can actually see it. I just need a place temporarily. This is extremely temp. So let's see what we can craft here. See if I can at least build some storage of some sort. So this is furniture. Okay, is that right? Did I click on the right thing? Okay, furniture. We got flags, libraries. I'm not sure how those will help us yet. Or if I'm even able to build anything that will give me storage this early on. I know we have a simple workbench, so we need planks for that. In order to make planks, are we able to do that? We probably need wood, but let's see. Don't see anything for wood. That's repairing, salvage. Nope. All right. Oh. That's make food and health. Birch planks are required for that. Maple planks, blah, blah, blah. I feel like it would be under here. This is, no, maybe here. Make metal sheets, metal cans. So I would imagine it's here. Maybe it's just something we'll just kind of have to find in the wild. Yeah, I don't see any way of making storage container yet, unless I'm missing something obvious here, which is very possible. There's quite a bit that we're able to build here. I'm just trying to make some more space. That would be the ideal part here, but I don't really see a whole lot. At least we have a little bit more space with that bed out of the way. Fuel tanks, dive vats. There's quite a bit to dive into here. So might just require a little bit more research on my end, which I wasn't expecting. Well, we can take a look at our skills. I do have some points to use. I have 60 experience points. So we have quite a bit. Let's see. I saw a crafting one. Think up more advanced blueprints. Let's do that. That would be nice to have. Okay, so there is fishing, mechanics, all sorts of really cool things. More advanced. Maintain more advanced. I hate to go all the way to blueprints. Maybe let's look at combat here so we can have higher melee damage. That would be helpful. Cardio would probably be good. Use less stamina and move faster. I think stamina is going to be important when we're fighting. Diving is a big thing, it looks like. So there is quicker bleeding and bone healing, less fall damage, practical cold, toughness. Quicker regeneration with full food. Okay, and move quietly. We'll upgrade that as well. That can be a little more sneaky. Let's see if that did get us some more items, though. Let's look back in our storage here. See if we maybe have a storage container. Maybe it was just strictly for health items. We have quite a bit that we're able to build. Rags. Maybe do one of those just in case we bleed. And is there anything else I can do just yet? No. So we might need to get an axe to pull down these trees here. It doesn't look like we're able to sleep through the night, at least from what I'm seeing here. So that is unfortunate. But getting nightfall, there is a town over there I'd like to hit. I still have so much stuff in my inventory, and I don't really know where to put it. I guess I could just drop some of the stuff. I just don't know if it reloads, if I'm going to lose all of that. So I don't want to drop anything just yet, unless I'm certain that it will respawn in in my reload. So let's go ahead and maybe get to the town a little bit and see if we can find any last things to loot before uh, locking up for the day. Ideally, an axe would be what I'd like to get. I mean, I'll just see if this does any damage to the tree. I highly doubt I can take it down with a hockey stick. It doesn't seem to be the case. So yeah, we'll need to find an axe or something to get that taken care of. So let me head back over to this village over here and see what we're able to find. All right, I found a nice little town just over here. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek in some of these buildings here and see. All right, show me your building. Nice. Oh, that was a quick little death. I don't know if we sneak up on him, if it gives us like more damage to him or what. I think I have a flashlight. Not really sure how to use it. Let's see. Thought I had a flashlight unless I threw it away. So, right, I do have a flashlight. I just need to remember what the key is for our flashlight. But we'll figure that out eventually. What's this? All right, we've got a journal. Cool. So there must be some sort of like little story within the game itself. Ooh, a pistol. I'll take that if I had the space for it. Gonna take it. We're just gonna have to make room. So let's get rid of the paintball gun. That's too much. We can strip it. Okay, so it gives us the individual items from that. I'm not really worried about it. Let's drop the paintball gun. I'd rather have the pistol. Oh, okay, perfect. I'd like to switch the pistol with that, which I don't have the room for. Maybe just kind of move some things around here. Drop that, put that there. Pick up. That's a master key. Oh, master key is the name of the shotgun itself. Okay, gotcha. All right. So an axe would be ideal. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. I noticed that there were some fire departments in some of the other towns we passed, so that might be where we need to go. But right now, we'll just kind of see what we have available to us here. And right, so another bicycle. Looks like just a plain garage. Not much going on in there. Hey, bud. Easy. Yeah, they are going down a little bit more quickly, so it's just 3 hits now instead of like the 5 that it was taking, I think. Potatoes. I mean, I think this is all just going to be food in there. Another flashlight. What have we got in here? Oh, we got binoculars. Not worried about those. Hoodie, blah, blah, blah. Oh, jeez. Dang. Wow, okay. I don't know why he wasn't hitting them. It just probably was my aim. Heard something. How do I figure out this flashlight thing? Is there a spot for it? Equip. I'll have to look at the controls again. Hopefully it's not too dark for you guys. Trying my best. Glue. I am good on glue for a long time. Let's see here. No axes though, and it's still getting darker and darker. So I'm not sure if I need to be worried about how dark it gets. I didn't see a way to sleep, so I think we're just kind of forced to fight through the night. Purple flare. Don't know if I'm going to need that. This game does have multiplayer servers. I'm clearly playing on single player because I'm new. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I didn't want to jump into a game full of other players and end up getting destroyed or anything. I'm not sure how the multiplayer works. If it's kind of like Rust, where people can loot and steal your stuff, or how the PvP works essentially. So I thought I'd start with at least a single player server for now, and then maybe at some point, if I can get good enough, we'll take a look at joining a multiplayer server later on down the road. All right. So I got these last few places here, and if I can't find anything of use, we'll probably just go ahead and call the video. And maybe the next video we'll kind of get to one of the bigger towns to see if we can find an axe to get some trees. I would just imagine that in order to make some sort of chest, we're going to need some wood. And maybe that's why it's not showing up in our inventory or our crafting options, since we don't have the actual material to make it with. We wouldn't know what to do with it. So, just a guess. Oh God, I'm dead. Okay, we'll have to run back and get that stuff. Shoot. I get too confident, man. I think it was just back over here on this hill. So I'll go pick that up off camera. Unfortunately, my bike, yeah, it's all the way over there too. Well, shit. I just go ahead and grab it now. Because if I don't do it now while I'm recording, I'm going to forget that I left it over there. And yeah, like I said, thankfully that town's pretty close by. So not a huge deal. I think it was over here by the schoolhouse that I got annihilated. So the unfortunate part is I do have to pick all that stuff up off the ground individually. What's that glowing over there? It looks like fire. Oh, one of the fire zombies. See, I'll probably not do that. Oh, was I inside the building when I died? Is the question, or was it this building here? I already forgot. Damn it. I don't. Oh, crap. All right, dude. I have no stamina. Jesus. Gotta be careful. I don't want to die again. That would be embarrassing to have happen twice. Don't know if I don't think it was this building, was it? No, I think it was the one to the left of it. This one here. So I can sneak in and at least get my weapon back so I can defend myself just a teeny bit. Oh, yeah. Ooh, so much stuff. Oh, my God. It takes forever. I wish we had just everything dropped in a backpack instead of... Oh, no, I'm out of... Oh, right. Yeah, that's because I've got all this stuff here that I'm wearing and I don't need anymore. So let's salvage those, pick up these last few items, and get the fuck out of here because that is too much for me, man. They are all over the place. So let's get back to our little base area and call it quits there. I don't know. Hopefully they don't follow me out of the way, but if they do, at least I'll be closer to my bedroll. Think was this way. Yeah, I'm already getting lost. I need to find a map ASAP. I don't think they're following me anymore. I left my bike over there, but that seems to be a pretty common vehicle to find. So we'll run back and get that if we need to, but I think we'll run into more of those. So yeah, guys, this is Undead. Or Unturned, sorry. Undead. Unturned. I'm getting these games mixed up with Surround Dead. Very fun game so far. I'm really excited to kind of dive in more and see what the crafting options are as far as building and just kind of all around looting. I think this will be a really fun game to play through. I'm enjoying it so far. If you guys are also enjoying it, feel free to go ahead and leave like or a comment down below. And if it's your first time here, feel free to hit that subscribe button for some more survival gameplay videos. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.